Welcome. Namaste, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. My name is Sadhana. For those of you that are new here, I am an intuitive reader and healer, and I'm here today and tomorrow doing intuitive readings for your tarot card of the year. And if you are new to this practice, there is a playlist that is linked in the description box below. And this will take you to the first video I did this morning explaining the spread that I'm using, the decks that I'm using, as well as how to calculate your tarot card for 2023 and why you might want to do something like this and have contemplation of its energy for a full calendar year. There also isn't an option to do this practice on your solar return. And of course, we have many new years during the year, so this could be a practice that you adopt at any new year if this is not yours. So this is my final tarot card of the year reading for today. And then I will be back at 6 p.m. for Kwanzaa Day 4. Okay. This is a reading for the sun. And as I mentioned in the previous reading, it's important to, I feel, reflect upon when we receive the sun card in a reading, to perhaps have in the background of your mind, where is the moon? What is the relationship between the sun and the moon? Because these two energies play off each other daily, and there's a lot of influence here. So I may bring in some message from the moon here as well too, but we are right now in Aries moon today. And what I was feeling with that particular energy is one of, yeah, let's get these readings going today. Let's spend some time and energy digesting these messages and taking action on them. It felt kind of powerful. So I want to say welcome to Tamianne and Donna. They've been here for most of the day, and I really appreciate your support. And Amanda as well too. Namaste. Okay. Sun. So sun, not directly associated with any particular astrological sign. Doing pretty well considering it's Mercury retrograde, wouldn't you say? Yeah. I think also in contemplating the fact that it's Mercury retrograde, this may, when I think of Mercury retrograde, I go through all my words. And this definitely is a time of reflection. With these deep, deep readings we've had today, reflection, rethinking, it's all really important. And I think the trickster side of Mercury is dialed down a little bit when Mercury is retrograde. Just a thought. Okay, so the sun, not directly associated with any astrological sign. It is a strong fire sign. It is a symbol of prana, life force energy. And depending on your viewpoint, the sun may energize the solar plexus chakra. The sun may represent the eternal flame that lives in the heart chakra. But if we think of the sun as life force energy, it really it vitalizes, it brings to life every part of our life, of our body. And so when the sun card comes up in a reading, it's energizing, it's energy. So rather than just thinking of this card as happiness, think about it as vital life force, energized by an opportunity to take your journey, your projects, your life to a whole new level by the number 7, by the Chariot card in a 7-year. Things could progress quite quickly this year for you. You could see multiple successes, multiple shifts forward, energetic shifts forward. The other piece of this is that the Chariot is Cancer energy. The Chariot is moon energy. The Chariot is cardinal water energy. The Sun is solar energy. So this is feminine, this is masculine. So we have a balance of energies. This is, so water is all that is manifest. This is all that is unmanifest. So there's a connection to divine consciousness as well here too. Deep, hello Madhu, welcome. A deep, lots of possibilities here. Birth of the divine child. So when I see the Sun card, I always think about the moon, because the sun can't exist without the moon, and the moon can't exist without the sun, right? They coexist, and their relationship shifts, and the moon waxes and wanes and responds to the shifting energy of the sun. And it's just a really, really beautiful metaphor. All right, so let's get to the cards and to your reading for 2023. So let's begin with the solar energy as I go through, and I think I'm going to have to cut this one unless it's the top card. I have a feeling it's just the top card. Daughter of flames. So as I was saying, a lot of there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of potential for new direction, for success in new direction. That's great, Levi. Yeah, 7 is it's a magical number. Yeah. All right, let's see the oracle card that is supporting the daughter of flames. Perhaps there is a specific direction for her creativity, for her energy. The sun will give birth to many things. And this may be something that, if you think about Pamela Coleman-Smith's artwork and the baby, naked baby on the horse, it's almost as if we're seeing that here. We're seeing a vital child, a creative life force. Oh, this is kind of, so here's the card that is supporting that. It's very lunar. We see the life force within the pranic body, upper chakras. So I'm wondering if this is a spiritual, a spiritual growth, spiritual development. Let's see what's in the suit of ether. Okay, we have another daughter. And look at her energy. Look at what she is creating. I really feel this is a light weaving card. Now, this is funny because I don't normally read magic, spiritual growth into the sun card. The sun will illuminate and energize all that it touches. We just need to be mindful that um, of its dose, right? Of its intensity. And I would say that with the daughter of flames there, that that's not something to be concerned about. Okay. Most definitely, this reading is going in a magical mystery kind of direction. The Eye of Horus is a supporting card for the Daughter of Feathers. I'm surprised the Two of Swords didn't show up here. The Two of Feathers. Okay. If you think about your senses and your three-dimensional senses as well as your fifth-dimensional senses, the need to look in and out simultaneously is an important part of our growth and our trust in navigating, right, through our day-to-day life. And to me, this feels like you have this in curiosity. You also have this inherited in your blood, in your DNA. This is really quite something. I'm just going to see what Carla, if I can find it quickly, has to say about this particular symbol. And I'm sorry for the pause. And in the Tulku Tarot, in the Tulku Oracle, the cards are divided into certain categories, and she's not using this as a symbol, but rather an archetype, like Isis and Lilith and Kali. Okay. I love these little snippets. An Inuit whalebone sculpture known as the storyteller depicts a wide, round human face with one eye closed and one eye open, representing and evoking the perspective that we can view two worlds. One, an inner landscape of fertile soils and barren seas awash in the dreams that give rise to the notion of self, and the other, an outer landscape in which we engage moment to moment in the vibrant pulse of our material. Neither realm can be reduced to the other. Rather, both exist as separate, yet simultaneously, they also merge together to create a living third thing. That is a quote from Donald Coleshed. What this is feeling like is what I was reflecting on, the fact that we cannot separate the energy of the moon from the sun and the sun from the moon, that these experiences support and inform each other deeply. I would encourage this to be a year of actively tapping into spiritual practices, and a guide of sorts is always recommended if this is not something you have practiced before. I'm going to go to the emotional aspect of this reading because there's a lot that's going on here. Bottom card, Ace of Cups. Okay, so Ace of Cups, Daughter of Flames, Daughter of Feathers. These are all new experiences, new awakenings. There is a birth of sorts that is arising here. You can also look at the two of Pentacles as birth and rebirth, the regeneration of life. So what is being born for you? You don't know where you are, but you are free. This is your Kantaji Oracle. You don't know where you are, but you are free. I just had a funny memory. Oh, look at all of these cards. They're all deeply connected with spirit. Once upon a time, I arrived at a yoga class to find blindfolds on the floor on each of the yoga mats. And we were invited to I think it was an hour and a half or a 2-hour practice to experience it blindfolded. And while this was it was a teacher training, we were deep in it, and everybody was quite practiced. Everybody was also exhausted because a yoga teacher training is very intense, both physically, mentally, emotionally. There's lots of things that go on. And to go through the yoga practice blindfolded was so humbling and at the same time awakening. And I feel that something is truly, an opportunity is emerging here if you will tap into your 5D senses and find a way to trust them more. The gift of the Ace of Cups journeys through the Suit of Cups. And then we go to Swords. So we have a bit of there's something here. Something is being offered to you. So make sure that you are open to and receptive of those around you who support you in this way as well too. Sometimes we can feel interesting. This is a root. So we haven't had too many root chakra cards here. This is Ancestor of Skill. Were you a prophet? Were you do you come from a lineage of seers? I wonder. Okay, I'm going to read your message from the Ancestor of Skill. Donna, what are you picking up on here? I'm going to go ahead and read this message. I am the Ancestor of Skill. I teach you how to find a sense of balance. Okay, so we're with a balance card here. And wisdom. And how to channel this into whatever task you undertake. I can enable you to uncover the skills latent within you that will imbue with positive energy. I stand for the artistry of life itself and can teach you how best to access the single most important skill of all, knowing the art of living. The artful and versatile soul can always find a way, no matter how wide or deep the chasm ahead. I'm feeling some High Priestess archetype here. And perhaps with the Sun card and this very etheric energy that is surrounding it, part of your journey this year is asking, how do I keep, if I am a spiritual being having a human experience, and yet I'm leaning more towards the spiritual, how am I supposed to exist in the human world? And I know one of the challenges of the high priestess archetype and those that uh, associate with it deeply are being in human experiences. But I truly feel that you have come through a lineage strong enough to support this. There are plenty of resources out there that you have both within and without that can guide you on this journey. Keep an eye on, I want to say, keep a checks and a balances on the water and fire energy and the interaction and the balance between these two energies. There's definitely a calling that is happening here. So listening to that in your meditation, your journeying, your dreams, your times of silence is where it will be clearest and loudest. These cards all seem to coordinate extremely well. 2 daughters, ace, If you haven't taken a course in developing your spiritual gifts, this is one of the invitations here. Okay. And as I've said with each of the readings through the course of today, be sure to come back here and share with me the cards that speak to you, the cards that, or the part of the story that is manifesting in your life. I really do appreciate the feedback. Light weaving also seems like something that you could be learning here if that's not something you've done before. And though I don't practice magic and witchcraft, there could also be an aspect of that. Um, it feels very uh, like you're very in touch with energy. Okay. Thank you all for walking with me today through these readings. And I will be back tomorrow to carry on. I will begin with the judgment card and then we'll go on from there. Keep it, if you subscribe to the channel, you can see the times that I will be on. And if I do make an adjustment in time, it'll show up on my page. Okay. Bright blessings to you all. Sleep well and namaste.